Hey, welcome back to Uncle Harvey's Honey. I decided I'm going to upgrade my frame storage for the winter. Normally I'd pack them on the front of this old cabin. It used to be a playhouse when I was a kid. Now it's full of bee equipment storage. But I got this first level done here, and I decided, I'm not going to put all my frames here, just the ones, because sometimes I get queens that'll lay eggs up in the top box, and to try to preserve that comb, I built this rack, and then we're gonna put a little eave here, and I'm gonna put a second one up, but pretty happy. Go ahead and get you a close-up of this so you can see it. So basically, I just got one of those closet angle brackets, and I got a bunch of 1x3s, and then on the top I got these corner brackets, just so I'm not having to drill up through and split the wood. But we're doing pretty good. I mean, I can slide this the whole ways. So I think it's going to work out well. This is just an example frame, just for spacing. But get a shot from far away for you. There you go. Give you a sneak peek into the old cabin. Got a couple boxes. I'm not sure why I'm storing them in here. And then these are all bottoms. And then these are all tops. And they're all insulated. So, got that all done. Getting things organized. Over here, I got a backup plastic manual extractor. You never know when the big one's going to go down. Here's all my escape boards. Some nuke boxes. And then that's a sign. And then back there's all my swarm traps. And then more nuke boxes. But that's the inside. I mean, it's not much storage, but it's the building that I have and I've been utilizing, so it works. Just gotta stay organized in a small building like that. It's just, a dry shed, no water, no heat, no nothing, but it's got a roof and it keeps things dry. So I'll show you a little bit of putting up this second row, and it's a good way to store combs, chemical free. I usually just, in a previous video, I had them stacked up on the front of this building, and it was all right, but you had to deal with all the boxes and the weight and the wind, and I just feel that instead of stacking the boxes on the front to create a rack, and you know what? It's time to upgrade. Or just make things better. Well, let's get some dimensions for everyone here just to help you out. I'll just work on the back of this truck. The brackets I'm using brackets I'm using. That's 14 by 12s. 14 by 12s. No, this is the support. I have this one already attached. I think I randomly cut these. They're at about 22 inches. Now these little corner brackets, the ones that will hold the supports going sideways, they're just 2-inch corner brackets. So let's put one of these together and then you can kind of see what we're doing here. I'm taking the short side, putting it up against the wall, taking the long side, putting it on here. So I just make sure that the wood's not going to hit. Here, I'll kind of get you close up here. First thing, get this mounted here, and we're just holding bee frames, so it's not like they got to be perfect, but I don't want to be sloppy with my work. I'm just being real careful not to strip these out. You know, we're working with pine, so. All right. Now for the corner brackets. For these corner brackets, all I'm doing is making sure that they're going to sit on the wood. And then I just kind of slide this up, get it centered. Just like that. Let's try that again. And we're going to have to use these because I'm out of the ones that came with the brackets. Perfect. So when I get up there, I measure in, and then I put the other bracket on site. But I'm trying to get as much pre-assembled as I can. Here we are. Got the first one up. I'm just going to try to replicate this. Now, I ran out of these right angle 2-inch. So I only have enough for 2. I'm going to put the 2 outside ones up, and then I'll come back and put the one in the middle. But I think that this will get the point across. So, in general, this is probably going to sit right around here. I want to make sure that I have enough room to lift these frames out and pull them out. So I'm going to go with right there. And we'll want to kind of get this level. Right there. Uh-oh, lost that one. Hey, I found it. That never happens. Level. How about that? thanks for joining for this project, and hope this helps you out if you're trying to preserve your comb that has that had a little bit of pollen or brood in it, because the wax moths they'll just eat it up. Now I do still have to put the awning on up here, above this whole thing, but in general, just got to finalize it, and I think we're done. I'll give you a close up here and on the way out, just so you can, all the honey spun, the bees, they're down to 2 boxes. Gonna let them be, pun intended. Just let them alone, let them propolize it, make that nest exactly the way they want for the winter. There's plenty of honey left over in the bottom 2 boxes, and goldenrod right now is flowering, asters. So I think they're set for winter, fall into winter. Well, here we are, about a day or 2 later. I think I got it done. It's looking pretty good. I built 2 shelves, and that's not enough room for me, but it'll be all right. I stacked the rest up like I have in previous years on their, the long way. Try to get as much light as possible, but we're all done, and hopefully this will work out. I'll give you a kind of a shot here, and as the final product. Here they are, all loaded up. Well, we got it all done, and hopefully this will help someone out if they're trying to store comb. Put this tarp on, and then I did put a board up top, so it's not, all the pressure's not on the grommets. And then I just have it tied down here. So anyways, thanks for watching, and be kind to your bees, and we'll see you next time.